They say is an expression that means people say or it is said. They say that a strong person can bend a nail. I can't. Can you? I can't. I bent the pen and it broke. I bent the pen and it broke. The wind blew so hard that it bent the tree. The wind blew so hard it bent the tree. Stick becomes stuck in the past participle. Tom, where did you stick the grocery list? Where did you stick the note? Oh, I stuck the note. I stuck the note on the glass. The door was stuck shut. I couldn't open it. I don't know why it was stuck. It was stuck shut. After it snowed, the car was stuck in the driveway. I couldn't get it out. The car was stuck in the driveway. The verb lay is similar to put. Okay, it's your turn. You lay 2 cards on the table. Face up or face down? Face down. Okay, now lay 3 more cards on the table face up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The past of lay is laid. I laid 3 cards on the table. Past participle is also laid. The cards were laid on the table. There's an expression, to lay your cards on the table. It means to be honest about something, to tell somebody everything that you know about it. Tom, did you really remember Caitlin's birthday? Okay, I'm gonna lay my cards. I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I didn't remember her birthday until the day after, until one day later, but I pretended I did so that she wouldn't feel bad. Okay? All right, I laid all my cards on the table. Do becomes did in the past and done for the past participle. Tom, what do I need to do to speak good English? To speak good English, what do I need to do? Well, did you study all the lessons in Hugosite? Yes, I think I've done them all. Are you sure you've done all the lessons? Well, okay, Tom. I'll lay my cards on the table. The truth is, I might have skipped a few lessons. Skipped means you jumped over. You jumped over a lesson or something because you didn't think it was important. You didn't think it was very important. Maybe I skipped a lesson or 2. Well, I have some good news. If you have gotten this far in Hugosite, the expression gotten this far, I can explain that. Let's say I tried to walk all the way to Boston. I tried to walk to Boston, but I couldn't. I got tired. You could ask me, Tom, how far did you get? Which means, what distance did you walk? Tom, how far did you get? So, if you have gotten this far in Hugosite, you know a lot of English. And now you know almost every irregular verb. Almost every irregular verb. I'm sorry that it was a little boring, a little tedious, but my congratulations. Remember, it is usually difficult, very hard to use the past participle when you're speaking. when you first learn English. It's very hard to use the past participle. But you need to recognize the past participle. You need to understand it when you see it or hear it. But you do need to know the simple past. I learned English. Tom taught me. It was kind of fun. I learned English. Tom taught me. It was kind of fun. That's all simple past. A book that tells you how to make different things to eat is called a cookbook. A cookbook or a recipe book. A cookbook is filled with recipes. A recipe tells you how to make something to eat. This is my favorite cookbook. It's called The Key to Chinese Cooking. The Key to Chinese Cooking. This is a key called The Key to Chinese Cooking. A cookbook is a very good way to learn English. Let's try a recipe, you and I. Okay? The first part of a recipe is called the name of the recipe. This is called chilled sweet and sour red onions. You know sweet, you know sour, you know red, and you know onions. Chilled is cold. It's like cold. The second part of a recipe is the description. It tells you what the food is like, what you're going to eat, what you're going to make. It describes it to you. This says these onions are crisp and crunchy, and they are delectable. They are wonderful as part of a cold platter. Now, you don't know all those words, but you can look them up. You look them up in your dictionary, and then put the word in the text-to-speech tool to see how it sounds.
Google Gadget. Text-to-speech tool. Google Gadget. Text-to-speech tool. Apple free. How's that?
The third part of a recipe is called the ingredients. The ingredients are the things you need to put in the dish. The thing you're going to eat is sometimes called a dish. These are the things you put in the dish and that you'll need to put in order to make the food. The word sauce means a liquid like water, different kinds of liquids that have a taste, have different tastes. It's called a sauce. Many foods have sauces. The fourth part of the recipe are the instructions or the directions. Directions or instructions tell you how to make something, how to do something, called the directions or the instructions. So if you use your dictionary and your text-to-speech tool, you can learn a lot of vocabulary, and you can learn how to cook. If you use something a lot or wear something a lot, it can get worn out. Worn out means you've used it so much that it can't be used anymore. It's worn out. This is the same cookbook. I wore it out. I wore out this one, so I had to buy a new one. This one's worn out.